as Salam alaikum, peace be upon you. Muslims around the world are still talking about the unbelievable scene that happened in the city of Bursa in the Asian part of Turkey. The disbelief that happened there has left everyone shocked, and people are wondering what will happen next. It all started when an extremist group called the Disbelievers released a lion inside the famous Green Mosque. So why did they do this? What was the purpose behind this act? And what is the meaning of it all? Well, that's what we're going to find out in today's episode. But before we do you won't forget to leave us a like and subscribe so that you won't miss any future uploads. Also, a shout out to all our viewers who are supporting us with their likes, comments, and subscriptions. Thank you very much for your generosity. Now, let's get to the story. The Green Mosque is one of the most important mosques in the country of Turkey. Its official name is the Yegel Cami, and it was built between 1413 to 1416. During the reign of Sultan Mehmet I, it was constructed from the spoils of war that were taken after the conquest of the Byzantine city of Adrianople. After the death of Sultan Bayezid I, his son, Sultan Mehmed I decided to turn the mosque into a mausoleum for his late father and mother. He chose the architect Ali and Sinan to design the mosque, and it took them 3 years to complete. The Green Mosque is a masterpiece of early Ottoman architecture, and it's named so because of the beautiful green dome and the green tiles that cover the interior walls. It's considered to be one of the first great mosques of the Ottoman Empire, and it helped to establish Istanbul as a major center of Islamic culture and learning. It's located near the Green Tomb where the remains of Sultan Bayezid I, his wife Queen Devil Hatun, and their son, Prince Musa Celebi, are buried. The mosque is also near the Bursa Ataturk Stadium and the Moradi complex, which contains a mosque, a tomb, and a soup kitchen. The Green Mosque was attacked by the Disbelievers. The Disbelievers are a secular nationalist movement in Turkey that was founded in the 1970s. They believe that Islam is a foreign religion that was imposed on the Turkish people and that the country should be secular and westernized. They have carried out attacks on mosques, Islamic schools, and other religious targets. On March 12, 2024, the Green Mosque was targeted once again by the Disbelievers. They entered the mosque and released a lion inside. The lion was believed to have been kept in a cage outside the mosque by a zoo or circus. The Disbelievers wanted to use the animal to scare the worshippers and desecrate the place of worship. But what they didn't know was that they were playing with fire. When the Muslims saw the lion, instead of being scared, they stood up and raised their hands in the air while shouting, Allahu Akbar, which means God is great. They kept on reciting the takbir while the lion was pacing inside the mosque. The lion was not aggressive and did not attack anyone. It just walked around the mosque meandering and looking at the people. After some time, the lion went under one of the benches and lay down. The Muslims continued to perform their prayers and did not stop until the lion left the mosque. Some videos and photos were taken during the incident, and they went viral on social media. People praised the bravery and faith of the Muslims who did not abandon their prayer because of the lion. They also condemned the actions of the Disbelievers and called for justice and security. Some people think that the Disbelievers wanted to harm the Muslims physically by releasing the lion among them. However, the lion did not attack anyone. Instead, it seemed to be calm and peaceful. Others think that the Disbelievers wanted to scare the Muslims away from the mosque or to prevent them from praying. However, the Muslims stood firm and did not abandon their prayer. Still, others think that the Disbelievers wanted to provoke the Muslims into violence or to justify their own aggression by claiming that the Muslims attacked them because of their religion. However, the Muslims did not react violently and did not harm the lion or the Disbelievers. This incident raises some questions about the nature of Islam and how it deals with challenges and provocations. Does Islam teach its followers to be violent and intolerant, or does it teach them to be peaceful and forgiving? Does Islam encourage its followers to defend their faith or to submit to other religions or cultures? Does Islam allow its followers to retaliate against their enemies or to turn the other cheek? The answer is that Islam teaches its followers to be peaceful and tolerant, but also to defend their faith and not to retaliate against their enemies. This is because Islam is a religion of wisdom and justice. It calls for understanding and dialogue, but also for firmness and courage. In this incident, the Muslims did not attack the lion or the disbelievers, because they knew that it was not their duty to do so. They also did not abandon their prayer, because they knew that it was their duty to perform it 5 times a day. They simply stood firm and prayed while the lion paced around them. This shows that the Muslims are not afraid of death or harm. If it comes while they are worshiping God, they also show that the Muslims are not violent or intolerant towards other religions or beliefs, because they did not harm the lion or the disbelievers, even though they had the chance to do so. They also showed that the Muslims are brave and courageous because they stood firm and prayed despite the presence of a dangerous lion among them. The reaction of the Muslims to the lion and the disbelievers was based on the teachings of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. In one hadith, the Prophet said, "None shall enter paradise unless he has put his trust in God and has abandoned fear." Another hadith says, "The strong person is not the wrestler, but he who can control himself." Another hadith says, "Whoever is not unjust to himself in his dealings, nor oppressive towards others, he is successful in this world and the hereafter." These hadiths show that Islam teaches its followers to be patient and not to give in to fear or anger or aggression. They also show that Islam encourages its followers to be just and fair, not only towards themselves, but also towards others. The incident at the Green Mosque is a testament to the strength and resilience of the Muslim community. They did not let a vicious attack deter them from their religious duties. Rather, they faced the challenge with courage and dignity. The fact that no one was hurt during the incident is a miracle in itself. It shows that God was protecting his worshippers from harm. The incident also highlights the importance of religious tolerance and respect. Despite the provocation, the Muslims did not resort to violence or hatred. Instead, they demonstrated their faith and commitment to their beliefs. The incident is a reminder for all of us to stay steadfast in our faith and not to be afraid of those who want to persecute us for our beliefs. It is also a reminder for us to be tolerant and respectful towards those who are different from us. We hope that you enjoyed this video and learned something new from it. If you did, please don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe so that you won't miss any future uploads. Also, if you have any suggestions or comments, feel free to leave them below. We would love to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.